What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an all new episode of Toy Addicts Anonymous. I'm Toy Addict, and I'm joined by my buddy Carlos, the Badass Reviews. What's going
What's
on,
up,
man?
guys? What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Hey, so I'm super excited. I'm a big fan of Halloween. Halloween's coming up. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a show, so the closest we have is today. So this is going to be our official, not yet Halloween episode of Toy Addicts
Episode.
Anonymous. But it's just a few days away. I know a lot of people will be celebrating with their kids tomorrow and on Saturday instead of the weekday because it just gets really complicated, as far as logistics and stuff when it's a work day to do that stuff. But really excited. Today we got an old buddy of ours. We've got Nolan Collects in the house with us. What's up, buddy?
What's up,
What's up,
guys? How you
Nolan?
doing? Thanks for having me. What up,
How's
Carlos?
everything?
Hey, man, for sure. Yeah, it's always a pleasure, man. He's a super cool guy from Chi-Town, and love watching your concoctions, like your quick little pop and snap creations with Mythic Legions, man, and Cosmic Legions. You've been doing some stuff lately. What's up, man? What's new, dude?
Not much, man. I'm actually working on a Kane County video right now. It's the biggest toy show in Chicago.
Cool.
Travis from My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me. He's usually there because he's local to Chicago. So I was hanging out with him, and we were just talking about Legions Con, and we're just so excited for that whole
man.
week. Yeah.
I really wish I could go this year, but unfortunately, just the finances didn't line up. So yeah, but my buddy Carlos is going, bastard.
Carlos,
But, it's
yeah.
all good. Like I'll be there in spirit, and I'll be at the show vicariously through you guys and your streams and all that good stuff. But definitely next year I'll be making a comeback. Sadly, we found out recently that PowerCon's not happening. Hey, what's going on,
I heard
Pablo?
that.
Pablo is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and
What's up, Pablo? Pablo, directly from Panama.
dude, PowerCon was so
What did they-
awesome. And the funny
Yeah,
thing
why
is,
did they choose not to do that?
I don't know. I know that my buddy Jay, he did a video and he actually had Val Staples on, and he was talking about that. I'm thinking collectively, we talked about it, Carlos, me, and Jay, that the show has probably gotten too big,
Really?
too quick. So they're probably thinking about logistics and space and all that stuff. Because even though the show was a lot bigger, it feels like the actual crowds weren't as big as the show was. I loved the environment because you could actually walk through booths, and it wasn't that whole like you just turn around and there's somebody right there and you're like bumping elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't so overcrowded, so it was really a nice time where you could literally actually have more hang time with the vendors and exhibitors and really get your hands on experience with figures. Things weren't behind glass cases. Everything was kind of like, I'm not going to say you could just grab anything because some things were like handmade prototypes, but a lot of stuff was very accessible. And for photography, for videography, it was just really so welcoming and awesome. And I was looking forward to that again next year, but it looks like they're taking a break and they're coming back in 2025. So with that being said, for sure, I'm going to Legions Con next year because the only thing that would have stopped me would have been PowerCon, which is relatively close, and the Horsemen always tend to go to PowerCon anyways. So I really wasn't missing out except for the end of year reveal. But yeah, it's not happening next year.
I was checking an interview with Val Staples. Actually, Jay did an interview with him and a couple of other people,
Mhm.
and he was actually the main reason he gave um, was because apparently, I mean, those venues, like especially that one that they use for PowerCon in Ohio, is a very, very busy venue. And what happened was like you need to bet on the venue, on the space, on the day. So what happened was like they actually kind of like bet and won, and I think another event won that date. So
Okay.
so they missed the opportunity to make it in that weekend. So apparently the other weekends are like way too busy or something like that, and it wasn't
Okay.
good enough for them. It didn't work out. So because they were saying the other and it was too late for them to make a separation or deposit in another venue. So it was too close. So everything is already sold out everywhere, or it's too expensive to try to overbid anybody, right?
Okay.
So it was like way too much, and then I think he said something about like the other weekend that they have available was the weekend of, I think, July, the 4th of July or something like that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a weekend where everybody's like with their families,
Yeah.
like it's not a good weekend. I think he mentioned something like that. Um, it may be a combination of both stuff, but he said that they it wasn't nothing to do with how big the event was in reality. What we were speculating,
It was the bidding war.
it was the betting war with another event, and
Dang.
they lose the day,
That
and
sucks.
That
yeah,
really
it was
sucks.
it was too complicated for them to try to move that somewhere else.
Mm,
Makes sense.
yeah.
And he was saying that actually, because people were like, well, why you don't move the event to California again? And he's like, well, the problem is we have all these companies now, right? And most of these companies, like Four Horsemen Studios, you name it, the only company I think that is on the West Coast
It's Super 7
is
and
Super
Mondo.
Seven. The rest of the companies are like more in the East Coast
East,
or
yeah.
middle US, right?
It makes more
So,
sense.
Yeah, so if he goes
so
to California, he would limit the exhibitors.
Yeah,
correct.
exactly.
And he said we already have kind of like a compromise with people. So
Yeah.
we rather stop doing the event on 2024 and go back into 2025 with a better event, like big enough, and give the opportunity to people to kind of like, he's like, and people will be more excited about it.
Mhm.
But actually it sucked because he said it was pretty much like the betting war between like venues. That was
Oh,
the
okay.
That's so crazy because like I didn't go to PowerCon, but I know you guys did. But everyone like I
you
talked
never
to,
been.
I never been, and I was actually planning to go next year. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going next year after seeing what you guys went through. I was watching your stories, I was seeing all the pictures, I was seeing all the people there. I was like, this is amazing. And I think that was like the first time I've seen so many like toy YouTubers and toy companies all in one spot. A lot of people were saying that PowerCon was like the toy convention to go to.
Right.
Yeah, like PowerCon back in the days, and I'm pretty like good friends with some of the guys who at the beginning were like in PowerCon and stuff, and people who were involved in that, like back in the days when I was like admin in Motu Nation, right? Because it was back in the days just Masters of the Universe, and back in the days Motu Nation was like the number one like Facebook for Masters of the Universe stuff. So I was really involved with all the people around and stuff. But at the beginning, it was pretty much that. It was just like a meeting, like Legion's Con, right? It was pretty much a Legion's Con, but just Masters of the Universe. And when Valve opened for all these companies, this was last year. It was last year, and we lost him.
Yeah, we just lost Nolan.
Yeah. Mm.
That's cool.
So
Continue.
huh?
Continue.
See, what I was explaining is like when
There
they
he is.
move, we got you back.
All right.
When they move like to Ohio, and Val opens for all these toy companies. I mean, it was a big change, especially because Mattel wasn't there anymore, and they opened to like different companies, different toy companies. What I hear, and this is like extra official, what I hear is like they got kind of like into a discussion about, because Mattel wanted to have the control of PowerCon, but PowerCon in reality is Val Staples. So they didn't want any of these companies to come in, like, and I think like I understand that for the company perspective, but at the end of the day, I mean, you want to grow, you want to be bigger, and it's a business. It's a business. Even if we love this and it's our hobby or whatever, but it's a business. If you can make money out of this, even better, right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
opening to other companies, I think was the smartest decision he ever made. And now you have this huge event where Jorge has been in San Diego Comic Con and all these big cons, and he can tell you how good for him or how amazing was this show for him. So yeah, I mean, PowerCon is an amazing show, and still we have all the old people that were part of the Masters of the Universe exclusivity con. They're there, but you have even more people, double the people.
Right.
So yeah, it's a great convention.
Yeah. What was your guys like favorite thing at PowerCon?
Dude.
Me, like, and what sense you said?
Like, what was like? Did they do reveals there, or like, what was like your favorite thing that you got wowed by?
They did reveals. To me, Jorge knows. To me, the highlight of the. I mean, I have two things that I can say were like my favorite things of the whole show. I always said I had an interview with Masters of the Universe Latin America last year when I went to PowerCon, and they asked me what's the best thing about PowerCon. To me, the best thing about PowerCon is when I'm going there, I feel like I'm in a reunion with all my friends from high school, right? Because we know each other in the Masters of the Universe, like franchise, and it's so awesome to share with all these people that were part of Facebook groups, you name it, and we know each other since forever. So having the opportunity to talk to them in person, to me, is the best thing. But toy wise, to me, the best thing was seeing in person that Panther, the Flock Panther from Mondo.
Yeah.
That was something impressive for me. They revealed some stuff there, Mondo, and Ramen Toys Masters of the Universe prototypes.
Ramen Toys.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to me that was the highlight. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the Cat Slayer was amazing, was so impressive, but I'm more a Masters of the Universe guy. So seeing those Masters of the Universe 7-inch that Ace had there in display was like prototypes. Dude, you can ask Jorge how amazing those figures look in person.
Yeah, really awesome, very impressive looking. I personally, my highlight, of course, was Cat Slayer. I can't believe how freaking beautiful and big that shit is.
Surprise!
It's scary. It's scary because I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put that shit, but I'm all in with it. And the second thing that I loved about the show was a general thing, which I mentioned before, was the ease of access, the stress-free environment. Usually these cons, especially like Comic-Con, you go into the big booths and you're basically like fighting for time. You're trying to take pictures and there's someone in you have to be, excuse me, you're gonna take some pictures. It was none of that. You could literally walk up to a booth and snap your pictures and take your time and squat down and take angle shots, and it wasn't that crowd like Comic-Con and stuff like that where you're just like smelling all that BO and all that. It was just a really fun, stress-free experience.
That's cool.
You know, being able to walk up to a prototype and it's like literally right here, and you don't have glass in between it.
We were able to play with them.
Some of them, yeah, you could actually, you know, like the Mondo stuff. Carlos, particularly, I didn't grab anything, but Carlos was like playing with BattleCat and stuff like that. I
That's
was
cool.
looking at stuff.
That's cool.
Looking at that Beast Man prototype, dude, that was like, holy shit, this thing is amazing.
Oh, the Dark Wolf. We play with the Dark Wolf.
Yes, we did a video showing the articulation, range of motion of
With
the Dark
Iman.
Wolf figure.
What scale is that? What scale is that?
Like Legions.
What's Legion scale?
Legion.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do the Frazetta, go to the Frazetta page or Iman's page or even our page. There's comparison pictures where they put Mythic Legions and
Actually,
Marvel Legends next
Actually, he posted some pictures on the Cabal. Like,
wow.
yeah, and if you check, I mean, the figure itself, because they were it was like Kevin Dallas was there with Savage Crucible, so Kevin took his Frazetta ball and chain warrior, and Iman and him, they were like playing with the two figures, the two barbarians, and they scaled pretty good together. Like,
nice.
So I guess it's like on the 7-inch.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
What you're really gonna love, Nolan, is that it's a modular figure, dude. You can basically break it up into parts.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you can break them in part.
Yeah, if you go to Iman's page on Facebook, he has a lot of posts.
Iman Donahue.
Yeah, he has it broken down into like 10 pieces. The loincloth comes off, the legs pop off, everything. And then did you see the latest post he had where he had Dark Wolf in his hand?
And Tigra is on the back.
Prototype in the back, dude.
Yeah, with the wolf.
Yeah, with the panther. Super blurry, but you know she's coming. We knew she was coming.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see the official reveal of that thing.
So I don't know if you, Nolan, do you have the Mezco Conan the Barbarian?
No, I don't. I don't have that.
Okay. So if you put that Dark Wolf next to the Mezco Conan the Barbarian, they pretty much look from the same toy line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure Iman was the sculptor also on that Conan the Barbarian.
Oh no way! That's
Iman does
that's Frazetta girls also.
Yeah, Iman did. I believe he did the concept art for the Mezco Conan. Yes.
For the Mezco Conan, yeah. So if you've seen the two figures next to each other, they look, the color scheme.
Hey, what's up, Rick? What's going on, man?
What's up, Rick? Good stuff. I always catch his live stream.
The color scheme, the sculpture, and everything, it looks pretty similar to the Conan the Barbarian.
I like that they're like mixing the lines to a degree, so you can display like a lot of those together.
That cohesiveness is very
so awesome.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
It's awesome, but it's fucking scary.
It's bad for your wallet, but it's awesome
dude,
for us because you get to pick and choose. It's crazy. Like,
and that figure is gonna ship next month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy. I think his shit was already in production, like Mondo does. I think it was already in production when the pre-order went up, because that's a really fast turnaround. I mean,
he's already. I think
it's only been like 2.5 months.
Yeah, he mentioned something.
That's really quick.
Yeah, he mentioned
something. That's like McFarlane speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's like he announces something, it's out like in the following week. It's so crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome, but another scary thing. It's like we're horsemen.
Talking about scary things and McFarlane and stuff, dude. I've been going to Ross. Do you guys saw the clearance in Ross?
I've seen your post, man, but like, dude, you gotta let me know when you go, man.
What'd you find, Loki?
Dude, I paid $6 for the Marvel Legends Loki vintage card. $6. I pay I think $7 for Serrana, $7 for Striker, for Stalker. Dude, like Ollie's, between Ollie's, Ross, and I think TJ Maxx.
What
Dude,
about Marshalls?
Marshalls, I didn't check, to be honest. I went today to Burlington, and Burlington has some, that crossover Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen those over there.
Okay, they have those, like, for, I think the set is like $20, which is not bad. But dude, like, all the McFarlane figures, like My Hero Academia, Seven Deadly Sins, some of the Batman, dude, like $7,
Yeah,
$6, $4, like the 4-inch, the 5.4-inch Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Those $3.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
crazy. It's honestly kind of crazy. Like, I never want to pay full price for Marvel Legends. I just play the long game with everything, And it's
Dude.
with the gamble you gotta play.
I literally leave all my Hasbro shit in my cart and I just keep checking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $6, right?
$6.
Hold on.
I paid for this guy. $6.
I got this. I got the Black Widow for like $8.
Dude.
Like,
Bro,
so cheap.
I pre-ordered her. It was funny with Black Widow. I pre-ordered her through Target. Target has this really shitty process for pre-orders because I found Black Widow when I was vacationing in Central Florida. I'll say like 3 months ago. I found her at the store. I passed on her because I'm like, I got her on pre-order. And then time passed, and I started getting those back order delay emails from Target, and I'm like, they're gonna cancel my shit, bro. And then thankfully, finally, it got processed. But I heard, what was it? It was an exclusive that came out that it was in stores for like a month and a half before it started being shipped for pre-orders. Do you remember what that was, Carlos? I think it might have been a G.I. Joe classified or a Star Wars figure, but it was like in stores. Yes, now I remember. It was in stores, and actually people picked it up on clearance. It was one of the
well, dude.
Damn it! What was it? Was one of
You
the
you don't need to go far because all that white box Marvel Legends.
Dude, that's another thing, bro. I never found those when they went on sale. They were gone.
They were like 50%, 70% off, and it was just less than a month that they were out.
Yeah, they just released them. They released them, and they threw them out already. It's crazy.
They were clearing them.
Man, I wanted to get the Hawkeye with Cycle.
I feel bad because I bought that like full price. That was like the only thing I bought full price.
He got it for how much did you get it for? That's the one. That was the one that was.
Grunt?
It was already on clearance.
I paid $12 for Grunt.
Man, what a deal! What a deal!
$12. He wasn't out already. I was checking like on the back of my Target, and we have like a cool friend that he always check the stuff on the back, and we're like, hey dude, can you check and scan this for me, whatever? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he went to the back, he bring the case, $12 each.
Damn. Wait, how many did you pick up?
Huh?
How many did you pick up?
I think I have like 3. This one I keep in the box because what happened was like people were saying, remember the 2-pack for the brigade, whatever,
the Steel Brigade.
Steel Brigade. So people were like, oh my God, this is gonna be our army builders for regular Joes.
Right.
It happened that the figures really suck because
Oh.
they're like too small and they don't look like Grunt. And Grunt is the only one that has the full green uniform with the actual generic helmet. So you can use Grunt. This is the one that looks like the army builder. So people were buying multiples of those because they were $12. And apparently with somebody in the Target system, they screw it and they put the figure for $12 before it came out to the shelves.
The guy is probably not
Oh
employed
my
by
god! What the heck?
I don't know, man. But man,
I
wanna
like
talk
GI Joe.
about-
I just can't collect it. Like it's
I love the classifieds, and you know what? I was never like, I'm not like a hardcore GI Joe guy, but it's just Hasbro has been doing some amazing work with those figures and just like revitalizing those original looks with like modern. But like when they first
Yeah.
started, I had a real big love-hate relationship with them because I hated their Duke. I
They were
hated
too sci-fi.
Yeah, dude, Duke looked like something out of Fortnite. You know what I mean? And I was just not into the design aspect of those figures. But now that
Yeah.
they're doing the retros and oh my god, that upcoming Duke, that retro Duke, man, that is Duke.
Dude,
That's
let me tell you something. That Grunt to me is like I have him in my top 10 figures of the year.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
figure is so fantastic, dude.
there's a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah, 'cause I don't collect. Yeah, I don't collect GI Joe. Like I always watch it from like a distance. I always see like how successful like the HasLabs and stuff are. It's so crazy, and the price. Like when you compare those to like Star Wars or Marvel, their price range is like a lot more fair because they're not stuck with those like
But
whatever.
remember, they don't need to pay for
Royalty.
The
the
license.
royalty.
Yeah,
That's their own brand.
It's all in house, so they put
so
all
good.
the money into the product, and you could tell it's GI Joe Classifieds right now is the most bang for your buck.
I
that
agree.
You can get from Hasbro.
I agree. I agree with that.
Like zero like arguments there. That thing is just it's just so much stuff. Interchangeable hands,
They give you everything.
tons of weaponry. I mean, it's a total win. I wish they could do a fraction of what they do with the Joes, with Legends, and with Black Series. But
Oh my god, Black Series.
unfortunately for me with Black Series, I'm almost like about to call it quits. They just keep doing over and over and over repaints and repaints after repaints,
Yeah.
and they're not.
Dark Killer just came out, right? The one
Yeah,
that
but did you see that shit? Like, okay, the whole concept of Star Killer. The awesome thing about Star Killer is that he is torn between the dark side and the light side, right? And they make a straight up Sith Star Killer with a red blade. They couldn't even give us a blue blade to switch it. That's how cheap they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get the exclusive, but I don't care for those stormtroopers. So I'm waiting to see if
$110.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm waiting for it to ship to see if someone's gonna break it up in parts.
how much is that set?
It was $110, dude.
110.
Because it's two
For
two
two stormtroopers.
stormtroopers. The box is really nice. The presentation is great, but for me, I would have paid $120 if they would have made a Star Killer Evolution pack where you have different looks for Star Killer, and you would have had 3 or 4 different Star Killer action figures. I would have totally been all over that. I don't care
kind
about
of like
having-
what they did with Revan, that they put the exclusive that was white. Remember with
Yeah.
the
White. Yeah.
with
White
it
and
was
purple.
GameStop. It was GameStop, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Revan exclusive, and then they did the one that was dressed in black on
Yeah.
the regular release. Yeah, kind of like something like that will be great. I love Revan. I don't know too much about Starkiller. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, my dream will be like if they make like a Star Wars movie with Darth Revan and like will be great.
That's something that they
You
had
see the
talked.
rumor?
What?
Yeah, you see the rumor who they wanted to play that? They wanted Keanu Reeves to play Darth Revan.
Really?
That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
I love Keanu Reeves, dude. Like that guy, really cool actor, especially for that role.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he would be badass.
What I want to see, and they got to do it, man, is a Knights of the Old Republic style film, or even a series. You know, I would love to see Darth Malgus in action.
Oh
you know
my
what I
god.
mean? And see the Old Republic battling the Sith Order. Dude, that would be...
Knights of the Old Republic is such a good game. Like, I was playing the crap out of that game.
Super sick. I mean, I just recently started playing, not Jedi Survivor, but the previous one, the first one. Started playing that Fallen Order on the PS5, and it's really badass because it takes elements from my favorite game, God of War, and then mixes it in with Star Wars elements, so you can grapple and jump from ledges and stuff like that. I love those type of games. I get all in on those, But tell us, man, as far as Legion's Con, we know that there's been hints about what's to be expected. It seems like this is a once, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but it's a first time thing where they're doing kind of like a split wave, right? They're gonna do two houses, two factions.
I think so. I think, well, technically, didn't Necronominus have two factions? It was the light versus the dark, technically, but they didn't. They didn't say it like that. This time around, they are saying it, right? So that's how they're promoting it. This time. I don't know what they're gonna release. Like, who knows? Everyone's speculating a mount this time, or like a Minotaur or something, or 2.0. What, Atlas? That'd be pretty sick. Like,
I think Atlas for sure, based on the painting. I mean, I guess we're gonna get an Atlas 2.0.
Yeah, at 2.0, the same that they did with Vorgos and
Cornelius.
Yeah.
But I feel like we might get also, and that would be awesome. But it's not that house, because House of Leodicius is not in there, right? It's not in that faction. This one's House of Noble Bear.
Noble Bear. So they're like more like barbarian.
Because you know what I want, dude. You know how they've been doing the Four Horsemen. I want them to do like the main lieutenants for the good guys, and I can only picture like a House of Leodicius. I would picture like this giant lion with armor, like a lion beast, a bipedal lion. That would be amazing. I think because they haven't done them like in Zylona, is that how you pronounce her? The half ear, they've done her, but they haven't really done any other of from the good faction. So House of Noble Bear, maybe we get some sort of bear kind of figure, like a grizzly or something like that.
I think we're definitely getting a dwarf. Like, I think we will, because I'm looking at the faction right now on sourcehorseman.com. There's a ton of dwarves in this, and also Brontis, so the troll. I don't know.
Yeah, or barbarians.
Yeah,
like
I think it's definitely time for a new troll book, or if we could get finally what they've been whispering about for a while, which was the troll mounts, where it was like the harnesses that you can attach to the trolls, so that you can, dude, I'm dying to have something like that, so I can just put a shitload of goblins right.
Imagine a bear, like an actual
that's what I was saying, because a House of Noble Bear have like a grizzly or something like that. That would be sick. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see those reveals. At Legion's Con coming up. What are you most excited about, Nolan? What are you hopeful to see there?
Oh man, what am I hopeful to see? Well, first off, I'm excited to see everyone again, because last year was like my first one. Mm-hmm. So I think the people aspect, now that I've had a year of doing Legion's content, it's like I feel like the community has grown, just in general, and I feel like I know a lot more people, like customizers. Been talking to a lot of people a lot, so I'm excited to see people again. I think that's going to be like, even like my first time around going there, I felt like I knew a lot of people. So I can't imagine the second time where like I've been messaging people all year.
Right.
Like it's so exciting. We're all like kind of just like, it's like a big sleepover, we're all like, oh my God, I can't wait, So that's what like the number one thing. I'm very excited to see the people.
Right.
But I'm really interested to see the customizers. Like I want to see the customized figures. I didn't pick up any last year, but I'm making it a goal to like try to pick one that really stands out to me. And it might be like a tribute figure to like World of Warcraft, because that's like why I even got into Legions, was because I like the fantasy aspect. I played an orc warrior for like 13 years. So when I saw the orcs in Legions, I was like, oh my God, like I actually like this. And there's no real backstory here. So I can kind of make it, whatever my own. And then I learned about the knights and everything else. So like, yeah, I'm really excited to see customizations and probably a lot of like customized headpieces. I think that's what I'm really looking forward to, because I mean, I know I'm guaranteed the what's it called, the exclusives. So I'm not really like, I don't have any FOMO with that, but it's like getting a piece from like Eric Miller, right? Like that, because when I went to his table last year, a lot of it was sold out, but I think a lot of people actually learned from last year and bring in a lot more stuff. So I think it's going to be a bit of a craze when we get there, especially that Saturday morning. Like it's going to be buzzing just like last year, but I feel like a lot of people are like prepping a lot more this year because Legions have exploded 2023. I mean, I feel like it's readily available. A lot of people are getting into the line, and a lot more people are excited. And this venue is like twice as big, as last year. So
yeah, it's going to be awesome for sure.
Like exclusive wise, I mean, for sure, like my favorite character is Vorgus Vermilius out of the whole like line.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited about that one specifically. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking actually in getting a custom action figure. And but the thing is this, like, I don't know if we're gonna, because it was so weird last year, dude. I spent so much time in that last row, like that last hole where all these customizers were, and I was like walking like for an hour in just one little line, and I was coming back and I was like, oh, I missed this or I missed that, and I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. Meanwhile, everybody's buying figures from, from the coast. It's gonna be crazy. So that's one of the things that I'm like, okay, so I need to pick up the exclusive for sure. The first thing I'm gonna do, but also I want to go and check with time the custom action figures.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna be like a hassle in that manner. But so far what I've seen, like people posting on the Cabal, like everything they're bringing like to Legion's Con is insane.
Oh my God,
like it's insane, dude.
I'm sure.
Really insane.
Grip something says, I think they're doing these two houses mainly because these are the minor factions in the greater narrative. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I haven't seen a whole lot of product for the Four Horsemen for those two factions in a long time. So it I guess they're just giving it a little love.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, makes total sense. But for me, I'm not gonna be there. But if I was there, if I had the financial ability to, I would love to buy like an Emil Wickman piece.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I think two pieces in particular. I love what he did with Super Mario and Luigi. I love those.
Ooh.
Those are so freaking sick. His Panthro was really cool too from the Thundercats. Didn't like the Lionel too much, but the Panthro was really sick. But Emil does some really awesome creations.
No, yeah, he does really, really crazy stuff.
And it's funny because he was saying that he wasn't selling anything, and then he ended up selling, what was it, the Fantastic Four? He sold them to Trevor.
To Trevor.
Yep. Yep. That was the first ones he's ever sold.
Yeah. So, and I think he sold. I think he sold the Avengers to Trevor.
The
Also.
Avengers. I think he sold the
I think he
Avengers to
did.
Trevor.
Oh, he didn't sell the Fantastic Four.
No, he sold the Avengers to
the
Trevor. I think.
Avengers. Okay. Yeah.
Avengers.
But Emil,
I almost
man,
bought. Yeah,
he almost bought
like.
them?
No, the second he posted that Bowser, I almost bought that from him right away. I messaged him. I was like, dude, are you letting people buy these early? He's like, yeah, you just got to put a deposit down. And I was like, ooh, let me think about it. And like, I just decided to hold off on a minute because that was
making multiples.
Huh?
Is he
No. No, he's just making one. But like, I just decided to wait. I'm like, I'm gonna have to, like, I'm being a little impulsive. I don't want to just buy it right away and then commit to it, So even though it is amazing, like I love that Bowser, like crazy. This Super Mario stuff, oh my gosh!
I'm working on something that I've been working on for a minute, and I'll give you a little sneak peek. This one has been on my work table for quite a while now. I don't know if you see the colors.
Yeah,
kind of gives you an idea who's coming, but. Been working on this, and I think what's keeping me from finishing this is the head. I haven't found the right head for it. This is another custom that I've been working on for a while, and it's just
nice.
I gotta work on finalizing it, but I basically used classic Hercules body. And I did some epoxy sculpt to do the harness. And then what I did was I got a Marvel Legends head and I epoxy sculpted hair to turn it into a Lionel.
Wow.
So I was on the fence about using this head also on the Mythic Legions custom, but it works so much better on this body from and look, I was even able to put the claw shield.
Nice.
That's the Hercules body, right?
Yeah, this is Hercules, classic Hercules. But man, dude, that shit has literally been sitting on my table for like a year, and I haven't been able to complete them. So it's just a matter of time. I've been working more on 2D stuff. Obviously, when I started with that, kind of like what Emil did, I got photographs of 4 horsemen and figures, and then I would just paint over them, like mock them up to kind of see what it would look like once I put them together. But thanks, Brick. Appreciate it, man.
So yeah, I don't know if Nolan, you are into like DC Comics and stuff, but tomorrow is the sale for the Lobo Space Hawk and from McFarlane Toys.
I saw that.
Dude, I'm all in for that. All in. I don't know how much it's gonna be. They say it's gonna be like $70 or something like that.
Probably, or maybe 70 makes sense. It depends on how big the chopper is, and it has a base.
Man, it looks so freaking good.
I didn't like the first rendition of Lobo from them.
I did a custom paint on that one. On that Lobo specifically, and let me see, where is it actually? I don't know where I put him. Let me show you.
I own one McFarlane DC figure, and it's the I can see him from here, but I can't grab him. It's the Barbarian Batman figure.
Okay, yeah, that one that you took
freaking
to
cool.
PowerCon.
Yeah, he's like Dark Wolf, but
yeah, he's cool.
So this was the custom paint that I did on this one. I don't know if you can.
Let me put you on main here.
Yeah. So right here.
Wow.
He comes with a chain, correct?
No, this chain, I bought the chain on, Michael's, and what I did was like I cut the actual hook that was coming with him, and I used one of the little chain pieces and attached to this chain right here.
Awesome.
So I did like a custom paint. You see, like it looks like dry blood on the hook, and then all the actual wounds that he had on the shirt, I painted in red I did like a black wash,
Yeah.
and also I painted in like and metal the spikes and the little buttons on his jacket.
Yeah.
Also the buckle, the red star there on the skull, and I did like a dry brush on metallic on his boots.
That's cool.
So
Yeah, it's
this
cool.
one right here, what I'm gonna do is I may use this one with that one, because that one comes with also a figure. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change just the head, pop this one out, and put the other one, because
Do
I
we
like
have
the
a-
other one with the spike hair.
Do we have a time for the Lobo? Like what time it's gonna?
Dude, I think that's gonna be up in the morning, like around 9. Also, I did this dog for him.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that a lot.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I got this in AliExpress. It was all white.
Oh, that's cool.
So I did like a kind of like a dry brush with black and gray to make him look dirty.
Yeah. That looks
And, and I painted the eyes and the mouth in full red, like blood red. And I bought the little chain with the little bone there.
That's perfect.
That's
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah. So I did that because I love Lobo, dude. Lobo is one of my favorite characters in DC. So
Did you see the canopy and guns for the McFarlane Batmobile? Pablo saying that's
the-
Ramen Toys. is
Oh,
making
for
the
Ramen
canopy
Toys.
guns.
Ramen Toys did that.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah, Ace.
Ace is all over the place. He's doing everything, man.
He's doing everything, dude.
I hope they do those Motu figures, man. But because he wants to go legit, he really wanted to get some FaceTime with Mattel.
Yeah, but Mattel was giving him a hard time.
Yeah,
Wait, really?
Yes.
yeah, because they thought he was trying to do them like third party. But he's
Oh.
actually trying to, get to do them with Mattel directly, like
Now, listen.
license.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Aside from the Mondo Masters of the Universe figures, those 2 prototypes he had there are the best Masters of the Universe figures I ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah,
Like, totally. And
Detail.
listen,
I think
the
they-
He-Man from Matty Collectors is one of my favorite He-Mans ever, especially the Filmation one. But dude, those that he had there, man, they were impressive.
imagine those things painted. I can't imagine. But yeah, and so I guess tomorrow we'll find out. Hopefully the Lobo
I think it's gonna be around 9, dude.
9 a.m. You think it'll be like Eastern time?
Dude,
Pacific?
the thing is, like, that's gonna be a Royal Rumble. Like, it's gonna be the same situation
You
happen
think
with
it's
the
gonna be
Batmobile.
like Batmobile? I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like 89 Batmobile is probably like a bigger, has bigger reach, bigger fandom.
Dude, you know how many people are waiting for that Space Hawk? Because people have also the
The Storm Collectibles?
the DC Classics that was
Oh,
SBC exclusive, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Space Hawk. He comes with a Doge, but he doesn't have a Space Hawk. So, and also people, I don't know if the Storm Collectibles, because the Storm Collectible is really big.
Mhm.
I don't know if that one is gonna fit on that Space Hawk, but dude, people are waiting for that bike, and the offering is really good. I mean, dude, you have 2 alternate heads. You have the guitar gun that he had, the bass that you can use for the Space Hawk or for Lobo. You have Doge, and you have the chain also. Man, I mean, and the bike.
The only thing I didn't like was the alternate head for Lobo. They gave him like straight hair
Oh,
instead.
the one with the hair kind of
Yeah.
like weird.
Yeah, it looked
Like
like
you have like blower.
he went to the salon, and
Yeah.
he's supposed to have dreads, not hair like that. But hey Nolan, I was gonna tell you in January, I'm actually gonna be in Chicago.
Ooh.
Maybe not Chicago, but I'm going for my my niece's quinces, and it's gonna be in Oak Park, Illinois.
Oh, it's not too far.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. I don't know if I'm going by myself or I'm going with my old man, but I'm definitely gonna be there. And that's I'm planning on going to Chicago again, um, as a separate trip. But
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you're in Chicago, right, Nolan?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago. So yeah, whenever you come
Where,
through, let me know. I got a ton of toy stores over here. I know all the
where,
owners.
where, where are you
I'm in
exactly?
the north side of the city.
Okay, because you know that I've been in Chicago like 4 times
Oh yeah.
because I have family there. My brother live in Chicago. He live in Andersonville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he live in Andersonville. Um, I think I'm going this year for Thanksgiving.
Oh wait, you're good. Wait. So funny dude. I live in Andersonville. So
Really?
you better hit me up when you come through.
oh,
Are
that's
you
such a small
Yeah, I'm in
serious?
world.
the neighborhood. So there you go.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
small world.
crazy.
Small world.
That's
I
That
cool.
was like, wait.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Andersonville is a beautiful neighborhood, dude.
Oh yeah, it's a great neighborhood.
I think they kind of like award Andersonville like one of the safest places to live in Chicago, I think.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great. Like
Yeah.
we love walking our dogs at night. It's just nice being able to be safe
It's
and
beautiful. It's beautiful, dude. Like you and the cool thing about Andersonville, Jorge, you never been there.
No.
Like they have this street, I think it's Clark, right?
yeah.
And you have all these little cafes,
hmm
restaurants,
Yep.
dude, like brunch places out. Dude, I love Taste of Heaven.
Oh, dude, that's a couple blocks from me. So yeah,
Yeah.
when you
Well,
come here, we'll go to
my
Taste of Heaven.
my brother live really close by. They have actually they open like a comic shop right there in one
Yep.
alley, right?
Yep. Alley Cat Comics.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
couple of comic shops around the area.
Yeah. Well, dude, I love Chicago. My wife loves Chicago, and I think we're gonna stay at my because usually we stay in downtown, like by
Okay.
the Loop. We'll like last time we stay in this hotel that is really close to the Ice Tower.
Okay.
And we stay in a hotel right there in the middle because it was more comfortable for us to move
Yeah.
everywhere, right? But I think this year, like on Thanksgiving, we're gonna stay at my brother's because he's going to Taos in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So he had a house there. So he's going there, and he told me, "Hey, listen, the house is empty. You can go and stay in my house. You don't need to pay for a hotel or anything like that." So
There you
yeah, I'm gonna
go.
stay.
Hit me up. Hit me up when you're here.
Oh,
That's
for
cool, man.
sure, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
That's
dude.
so cool. A small world.
That's
For
so crazy.
Thanksgiving, that's nice. I would love to. We're planning on going on the road for Thanksgiving, but driving wise. So we were thinking of probably going. My wife wanted to go to Vermont, but I guess she miscalculated
Oh,
the
that's far.
distance. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, we can literally go to Canada if we go to Vermont. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?" So we want to go up north. We want to go somewhere where we can appreciate the winter weather a little more.
Yeah.
Obviously, here in Florida, we're not privy to that now these past years, but we want to go somewhere on the road. Just not sure where.
We went last year, and I think it was a beautiful city, Asheville.
That's North Carolina, right?
Yes, Asheville, North Carolina. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful city, beautiful town. The food was amazing, and you have the Smoky Mountains right there that you can drive, and it's like super fast. It's beautiful. My
Nice.
family love it, dude. And it was snowing.
That's a good spot. We might go somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
Asheville, and you can drive. What we did was like like because we love to do these like road trips where we don't know where we're gonna stop, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
then when we're on the road, my wife started looking for hotels or towns close by to check the hotels and stay there if it's too late. So we stay. I was driving the whole day, and we stay in Columbus. No, sorry, in Columbia. Yes,
Columbia,
South,
South
South,
Carolina.
South Carolina, right? We stay in Columbia. So and the next morning we went to this little brunch, and we knew all the city downtown. We went to this beautiful places there, and then we drove to Asheville, and it was beautiful and it was amazing. We love to do that all the time, dude, all the time. So
So
yeah,
you just go, you pick up, and then like when you get to a town that you like, you look for a place to stay.
yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
And it's like easy. I mean, I would think
It's easy because the thing is this: you have maps, right? Like you're on the map and you're checking. I know where I'm gonna like. What's the last destination? We knew we were going to Asheville because we have a reservation there, and
Right.
we knew we were gonna stay in anywhere in between
right.
at night to like not drive the whole night. So where we were going, my wife was like, okay, so this town is coming and they have this hotel, and this hotel. I was like, no, I think I can drive more. She's like, well, the next town is this one and they have this hotel. And she started calling like the hotels and stuff when we were like on the road. So at the end I was like, well, what's next? She's like, well, we have Columbia. So I was like, okay, we stay there. And she looked for the hotel and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fun. You
And
know,
I was stopping in all these comic shops going there.
I bet.
Yeah. Actually, Columbia has a really, really good one, dude.
Yeah.
A really good. Yeah, we went to this little comic shop that was really, really cool. Also, when I was driving to Georgia, we stopped by a place in 75. I don't remember the place, honestly, but it was a really cool comic shop. Yeah, I love to do that, dude.
Yeah.
What about you, Nolan? You like to do like road trips?
Wait, sorry.
Nolan?
Oh, we're talking.
Like,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My wife lives in Iowa, her parents live in Iowa, so we
Okay.
visit there occasionally. It's just a couple hours away, so it's a nice to like stop by stores on the way, like going there and back, like
Mhm.
especially for like a little weekend trip. But yeah,
Dude,
That's
you
cool.
set everything up because I'm going for Thanksgiving, dude. Like,
oh dude, we're
I
gonna
have
go
a
to all the cool
tradition.
shops around here. There's a ton of shops. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna have a
I
great
have
time.
a tradition when I'm going to Chicago because I need to go every time I go to Chicago. I need to go to Kuma's Corner.
Oh wow, Kuma's.
Yeah, I need to go to Kuma's Corner. So Anna is there.
Hey, what's going on?
What is
Wifey.
that, dude?
The
What is
wife.
that? What was that? What was that, Jorge?
I don't know what that means. Face turquoise covering eyes.
I think it shows on YouTube and not on the chat.
I know. So yeah, you ever been in Kuma's Corner, right?
Oh yeah. It's a great place. There's a ton of really good burger spots. If you like burgers, yeah, I could show you around.
I love Kuma's Corner because it's metal, and I love metal. I'm a metal head. And dude, Jorge, you need to go to this place. Like everybody on the place is like full of tattoos, and they put like metal, and the name of the burgers are like the Slayer, like Megadeth. What, dude? It's crazy, but it's really good. It's really really good.
Yeah, there's always lines there. Like you have to prepare like to wait at least 30 minutes. At least.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
But on the winter it's terrible because the lines are outside, dude. And Chicago is no joke.
It is cold. It is cold.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Bring it on.
It's really bad. Well, you know what I do, Nolan? Every time I'm going to Kuma's Corner, I try to go like around 11 a.m.
Oh, is that when you go? Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, when they just open, I go there around that time. So there's not too many people. So it's kind of like a brunch.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about my family, but for me, I like the cold weather. I bore -12-degree weather to go see Deadpool in a theater in the Bronx with a buddy of mine when it came out. So I'm all good with that. As long as I'm bundled up, I got my hoodies, my layers. Bring it,
So Nolan, when you're gonna be there in New Jersey?
I'm flying in Wednesday night. We're flying in Wednesday night. Yeah. What about you?
I'm flying on the Thursday.
On Thursday? Okay.
Yeah. Thursday, I'm going to be there in the afternoon, I think like around 5. And I have my buddy, Anthony McNeil. He's going to pick me up at the airport. Because I was checking the Uber from the airport to the hotel, dude.
What is it?
The Uber is more expensive than my flight.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh,
Uber is like around $85.
Hey, we got Ace. What's going on?
no.
My brother Ace. What's up? Ramen Toy.
Ace in the house.
Wow.
Hey, we were talking about you,
You
dude.
just missed it.
Dude, so crazy that Ace is here. Dude, you should send him an invite right now.
Yeah, send them the link. Hold on.
You want me to send him a link? Let me see. Let me check this. Wait a second. Let me go and send him the link. Wait a second.
Hey, Nolan, I wanted to ask you, dude. Did you pick up Kragnar?
I did.
So I love this figure, not only because it's badass and it's an alien, but orange is my favorite color. So this was a must-have. But dude, I don't know if you had the same problem, but my Kragnar has fallen over like 10 times, bro.
Actually, yeah, I think mine like tips over a lot. It might be like the back arms. I'm not sure.
I was considering popping the 2 back arms out and just having him with 2 arms instead of 4.
Yeah.
He just keeps falling over, man. Like I have him literally, like now he's playing good, but I've had him literally, like the other night, dude, we freaked out. We heard this huge crash, and it was he had fallen and taken a spill.
Yeah.
Things are so good, like nothing broke,
Yeah.
But he made so much noise, dude, because he's a big bulky dude, you know what I mean? But what I did is I put his arms down, put his back arms down, because I had them up, and I guess that kind of disbalanced the body. He's definitely really chunky up here, and then he has kind of stubby legs. So
yeah, I'm listening. I'm right here.
But did you pick up the well, they're not PowerCon exclusives, but the the ones that are the Motu tribute ones?
Oh yeah, that's actually one of my favorite sculpts right now.
Dude, those are really cool. But do you prefer the green from the exclusive, or do you prefer the upcoming like bluish purple?
Ericagore? I actually prefer the blue.
Yeah?
Ericagore. Yeah, that was like my first pre-order.
Ace is in the house.
Hey guys.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh man.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm not in the best shape to be on camera right now, so pardon me.
That's fair.
No worries,
enough,
man.
dude.
That's cool.
Okay.
So how's the projects going along, man?
Well, first of all, I just got up, so I saw your stream. I just thought I'd say hi to the chat, and you guys not meant to crash your live stream with
No,
Nolan.
You
Okay.
can crash the live stream
Not a
every
crash.
time
Crash it whenever you want.
dude.
You're always welcome.
Yep. This is your house.
So in fact, I'm actually going to Japan in about like 48 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, 36 hours. Yeah, I'll be heading to Japan, and I'll be looking forward to spend some time with display model behavior over in Osaka.
Oh, sweet.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Dave, from
He's
the
a
UK.
great guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, everything's rolling along. I was in Singapore momentarily last week. I just got back to the tail end last week. I was there to handle some personal stuff, and I'm back in China to follow up on the CAG, the 1989 CAG, which I will probably share some pictures of the printed prototype in a few hours, I think, and maybe even the painted ones before I leave for Japan tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then we are getting the Braid Vans prototype going. We are going to be tweaking up the Ramen Racers test shot to be sent to the US for some reviewers.
Okay.
Everything else is progressing as planned, and we are looking forward to more stuff coming up in the new year.
How's the mask coming along?
Which one? The mask? Oh yeah,
Mask,
that's right. Yeah. So I'm actually having that printed out, the final prototype, which I obviously revised from the live stream version, and I have got to give some instructions to what kind of paint colors goes onto the prototype. But of course, first before I paint it, I will look at the final thing to see that everything is tweaked according to the specifications that we gave the factory, and I'll have to hold off painting it until I get back from Japan. So that would probably start work, I guess, on the 6th of November. Although I come back on the 2nd in the evening, I got to follow up some stuff on the 3rd, which is a Friday, I think, at the factory, and then on the 4th, I have a live stream planned with the toy duo, Vern and company. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
Busy.
So at the end of the day, Ace, like because I remember you were saying like we're gonna have like two versions of that sewer, correct? Like we're gonna have like the comic type style painting and the realistic one, right?
Yeah, in fact, there'll be three versions. We will have it
Okay.
in just like a normal, brighter color version that people call it the comic, or the animation. I would
Mm-hmm.
also want to have it as a more realistic with some, darker tones and some wash. And then there will also be a blank version. People
Oh
want to
wow.
paint it
Nice.
themselves, so
Oh,
I'll
that's
just
cool.
For
offer a
the
blank version.
customizer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun for
Sick.
customizers. That's a really cool idea.
That's a really, really cool idea, actually. That's really, really cool.
Hey, Ace,
Well,
I wanted to ask because it's something that we were talking about a lot because we were talking about PowerCon and how awesome the show was and everything, and how blown away we were by those prototypes that you had of certain Power Man and a certain Skeleton Man. And
Seaman and Deceased.
yeah,
exactly.
dude, how's that coming along? Any progress?
Yeah, so we have actually engaged a solicitor for us to assist us with all these licensing aspect, um, which we just started the cooperation. First of all, we're going to be getting our Dio Ramen, maybe even Ramen Toy trademarked in the US at least, so that we have the brand protected in some way. And we are already in like communications, or rather we have the context of which whom we can connect to regarding getting some license. So we'll have to see, because it depends on whether or not the um they call it the hardline managers, right? The hardline license. So
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
for toys and collectibles, it's called hardline. So it depends if the hardline uh responsible, the in charge, right? Whoever is responsible at the moment for Mo2 at Universal and Mattel, even it's really complicated. The lawyers is telling us that there is actually going towards Universal to get the license versus Mattel,
Wow.
Mm.
right?
Wow.
So that we have to sort it out. So it could be a case of the person that handles the Mo2 license have no idea that the cease and desist was sent to us, or maybe the person who is handling the thing knows that because he actually sent the cease and desist. So it
Mhm.
depends. If it's the former, then we got a good chance. If it's the latter, there's like, oh, no way I'm going to give you guys the license. Yeah.
right, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's
you
a
are
waiting
paying.
game, and we're you know we're rooting for you, man, because we really want to have those figures on our toy shelves.
Thank you. Yeah, again, we're not going to give up the idea. I mean, it's already sculpted and there's plans to do more. But of course we have to understand that the licensing game is not straightforward. You have got to differentiate yourself from what is being put out there to
It's
another entity. So, for example, even if Super 7 is licensing GI Joe, they are not doing it the same size as Classified.
Right,
And even when we
exactly.
were talking to Warner Brothers via the agent about the Silverhawks license, even if they were to give it to us for that six-figure royalty price, we cannot do it the same size as Super 7, etc., etc. So you cannot compete with another licensee. So the
right.
whole Sysman and Desist store currently is at a size that is comparable to Masterverse. So there's no way we sort of know, like you can you can sort of see the future. So it's not going to end well if we were to offer this scale, which is in direct competition to Mattel's Masterverse line. So it's going to be tough unless we scale it something else, and I guess collectors want it at this 6-inch. So it's going to be something that we need to look at, and it's not as simple as ABC basically.
It's gonna be really interesting because being a Masters of the Universe collector for my whole life, pretty much, we have in the Masters of the Universe line the 5-inch figures, the vintage ones, and we have the Origins, which are 5-inch again. We have the Motu Classics, which were 7-inch, that were sculpted by the Horsemen, and we have the Masterverse, which are also 7-inch, but never a 6-inch type of like Marvel Legends scale characters in Masters of the Universe. It never happened.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know if somehow we can get it done, we'll let you know, right? So I mean, either or, right? Either we get it done the normal way and get it licensed, or we come up with some other. Ramen is not going to be doing it, and then some other entity comes up with this Sisman Desisto. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We're rooting for you, dude. We're like, here's the team rooting for Ramen Toy all the time, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you have the supporting team here.
You guys do some awesome work, and really cool. The stuff we talked about at PowerCon, things that the public doesn't know yet, and it's really exciting to know what's coming.
Yeah, it's just sad that we don't have PowerCon next year. We can't follow up the momentum.
No, we're so sad.
Yeah, we were talking about that also. Like apparently they lost the actual date for the PowerCon, and it was really, really difficult for Val and the organization to make an event that wasn't like that was in the right time for people to go there, because the only day that they have available was pretty much on July 4 or something like that, and that was really, really bad timing for everybody.
Yeah, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I believe everything happens for a reason. Maybe this 1-year hiatus would get the fans more excited for 2025.
Sure.
An even bigger showing. Same thing happened, I think, back in 2000, when probably the biggest convention event in Japan, Wonder Festival, they took a hiatus for summer. I think for summer, and then they actually call it the restart. So Wonder Festival restart in 2020 summer. So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So yeah, that's the thing, right? Like we were rooting for next year, but if not, people are gonna be anyways really, really excited. I got a question for you, because actually today, this is so funny, dude. Like I think Ace is like connected to my phone or something like that when I'm like talking about something. I think he put something on my phone at PowerCon, because today I was talking to one of my best friends, dude, and we were talking about he's writing me right now on Facebook.
Have a problem?
No, it's my friend Jason, and we were talking about these actual lines of Hanna-Barbera, and I know, like, there's a lot of people, especially people from our age, that are really, really interested, like in a toy line. Let's say the Herculoids, let's say Tondar the Barbarian, let's say Mytor,
Space Ghost.
Okay.
Do you ever think on like doing something with those like brands?
Like I said, that as I mentioned this way back when we started with all those questions about ramen toys and all these other properties. I mean, with no disrespect to Hanna Barbera, I believe that's a lower hanging fruit. I think getting that license is much easier. But again, I don't want to do something that I don't know what it is. Although I've seen some of the cartoons back as a kid, I'm not
Mhm.
really invested. I got to be really invested in something for me to do it the best way.
Of course.
I'm not just
That makes
doing it for
sense.
the sake of doing it. To me, this thing is not really a business to begin with. It's more a passion. The passion comes first, and when you do something good, the financial rewards will come naturally. There's a saying from some book I read back in the day about this. True contentment is not from the physical it's not from the financial rewards, but rather something else. It's like yeah, sorry, yeah. So true contentment. So I need to do the products truly like
You're passionate
contentment,
about.
That
Yeah.
right?
you
I
feel
cannot.
passionate about.
Yeah, so although I really appreciate you guys asking me about all these other aspects, but I really personally am not vested in these titles, and I don't think I would do any justice to get the license just for the sake of, okay, so let's see, oh, they like the space ghost, let's just do some space ghosts. No, it's not
Yeah,
like that. Ramen has to be okay, let's see what we can do that we can do really well. Yeah.
of course.
So who
Love
knows?
that.
But maybe down the road, like I said, I like to have people in the community come up and maybe even assist us. If you are, fans of the Inhumanoids, if you are great fans of Space Ghost and whatever you just mentioned, Thunder, and if you have a concept that's truly compelling, we can help each other and bring it to the table, bring it to the collectors versus, okay, you like Thunder, okay, you go ahead, you go get the license, you make a new brand and you do it because you don't
Yeah,
have these expertise. And of course, as what Bobby Vela said, if you just because you like the thing doesn't mean you should do action figures, right?
correct.
So
Mhm.
but we on the other hand, although we are in the business, we don't just you know do stuff for the sake of doing stuff. So if there is experts in the field that can assist to do something that's truly compelling, my door is always open to receive that and then put it into the reality for the fans. Because if a fan like you, right, Carlos just mentioned, and Jorge, that Hanna Barbera, all these properties, that means there is a following. It's just a following that as Ramen Toy, we don't know. We are not connected to this community. But if there's the expert in the field that can come on, it can be a cooperation, right? So on one hand, it's not a case of what Bobby Vela said about if you are not a toy maker, don't just come out and make your toy. That person might not be a toy maker, but he has the ideas, right?
Yes,
So
Yeah.
you just need to translate the ideas to a toy maker, and then there can be a cooperation, and then things can be done. So if I may just expand on this thought a little bit further, if Street Humans by Shadimus Prime is the idea by Shadimus, but let's say if he's not a full-time toy maker, he might want to partner with let's say Valorverse, and then Valorverse thinks that, oh, okay, let's do it. So it becomes Valorverse times Shadimus Street
correct.
Humans, and it's very
Yeah.
Correct.
compelling.
Yeah.
It's nobody gets disrespected, or everything's all handled. Okay, I'm not suggesting this. I'm just saying a hypothetical
Yeah.
theory. So
No,
Bobby,
yeah,
don't get
totally.
mad
We're
at
not going to
me.
spread that
Yeah,
rumor.
And
No
it's
worries.
Shadimus, don't
totally
get mad at
totally
me.
valid. And Jorge, you know that we can do some collaboration with Ramen Toys, because Jorge is love design, so
Yeah,
he's into it.
I could definitely do some concept designs for you, Ace.
yeah, yeah. We can
Yeah,
definitely look at that. Yeah, Toy
Love it.
Addict, Ramen Toy, comes up with Hanna Barbera license. Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
And that's what the community is all about. You see, it's
there you
about it's
have
about
this. Look at Nolan. Nolan, you have the news.
Breaking
There
news.
there you go.
Yeah, it's exciting, being a toy collector, but also being an artist. Um, it's 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 something. It's a passion of mine that it's to ultimately get into the toy industry and create action figures. I've personally designed a bunch of figures, uh, done concept designs. I've shown to a lot of people in the industry, and I'm just kind of waiting for that opportunity to actually, get dirty and create some stuff. So yeah, for sure. I'll reach out to you, Ace, and I'll show you what I can do, and maybe we can work together. You never know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. And okay, so you're saying you're in a few hours you're gonna be in Japan, correct?
Oh no, so for me it's a Sunday, and my flight's on Sunday at about 11 a.m. So that's about 36 hours from now, I think. 36
Okay.
hours. So I will still be here today, handling some stuff. I will be here tomorrow, which is Saturday. I hope that I can get the CAC painted up. I'm getting the actual prototype in a few minutes. So I will probably just do a snapshot of what it looks like on the McFarlane,
Okay.
share online, and we'll see if we can get a cease and desist just for showing that. I don't know. I mean,
Listen, tag me in so I can repost it, and let's see if
yeah,
we can get the
because what's
cease and
funny, right?
desist.
My other brand, Caliber Wings. So I was just posting a customer's comment about they missed out on certain Robotech stuff that I did the last time, and I said, okay, I'll do it again. So the licensor, Harmony Gold for Robotech, actually sent me a cease and desist for my post, my
What?
intention of making more
Really,
stuff.
For a post.
really.
Yeah, I'll show it. I'll send it to you later on. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is funny because Ace and me, we talk pretty much on the daily basis, right? It's like early in the mornings or late at night, right? So it's when I'm waking up or I'm going to bed. And we kind of like chat all the time. And Ace always send me like, look at this, like cease and desist and stuff like that. And I just laugh, dude.
Scare
I just laugh.
tactics. It's just
That's
scare.
funny.
Listen, Ace. Pablo is asking like a question about the canopy. He said, "How can we detach the canopy from the McFarlane toy?"
That
Yeah, I will.
Batmobile?
I will show all the how to in due course, and the reason why I chose the canopy and only the uh, the guns is because that's the only thing that a casual collector can do. I try to incorporate lights,
Okay.
headlights, and tail lights as the whole set, which I'll also probably send you in a bit to show you my original PDF.
Uh-huh.
But when I actually open up the Batmobile to check the headlights, it's already glued dead by McFarlane. So there's no way you can easily remove the headlights and tail lights. So
Mm,
even if you remove the tail lights, there is no hollowness. I thought that they were just plugged in like a cavity, and you
yeah.
just plug in the. I mean, McFarlane's headlights are opaque, right? Opaque colored pieces. So I thought that the way to make this Batmobile is just to plug in these parts, and then
Yes.
you can just plug out these parts and plug in my clear parts with the attached lights units, right?
Okay.
But that's not the case. So I actually omitted the idea of the headlights and tail lights for you guys, unfortunately. And the putting the canopy is as simple as taking it out. So you just unscrew the various screws on the Batmobile from the
On the
underside.
bottom.
You take it out, and the canopy just slides off. In fact, if yeah, it just slides off. It just slides off. It's so simple. And then the guns that I'm having, you just put it on, because there's no way for you to pop off those uh panels,
The
because
little
it's
panels
yeah, the panels are part of the mold.
because they're part
And
of the
there's
mold.
no way
Correct.
I'm going to get you guys to actually drill any holes in your Batmobile. So you just put it on, right? Just put on the two parts onto the Batmobile. That's it. Because the McFarlane's Batmobile, those parts where the guns come off, they are raised details. So my part has the female side of it, the
Okay.
female cavity to
Mm.
just hook on.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You can just put it on. That's it. Yeah.
It's like a peg hole.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Exactly. And it's really interesting what you say about the lighting, because I have a friend that he did like a lighting work on his Batmobile, right? And he was telling me actually the same thing you were talking about, the tail lights. And what he did was like he actually opened a real hole on the light,
Yep.
on those round ones, and he kind of like put up a light there with throwing all the cables and stuff. And I think the front ones, what he did was like he replaced those with kind of like a thin plastic in order for that. It was something that I mean, it looks amazing at the end of the day, but the regular collector is not going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's way too much work, like for a regular collector. I mean, it looks impressive, but he even put lighting on the actual dashboard. And but it's a little complicated. So what you're doing right now is a little bit like, it's way more easier for everybody.
Yeah, it's a plug and play. What I'm doing is a plug and play.
The screws are really easy because I opened mine.
Yeah.
I opened mine. Yeah, so that's easy. Exactly. But looks amazing, dude. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good. That's really cool. But yeah, dude, like like you said, like send me those images when you have that done, so I can post them, and let's see if they don't send us a cease and desist.
Yeah, I mean they can easily misconstrue our intentions as trying to do a Batmobile, and then they'll send us a cease and desist, right? Because we're just trying to offer the community upgrade parts. That's all. Because it's obvious that there's a problem with the canopy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
I'm surprised how Warner Brothers even approved the 3D model by McFarlane. I mean, what's going on there?
And I got a question for you. Now that you're talking about that canopy is gonna plug and unplug the same way with the button, right?
Oh yeah. You will have the same catch. Everything is the same. You can press the button to pop it out.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna have the same hook.
Yeah. So the fact that my canopy will not be exactly what if somebody were to bring out the real Batmobile and say, oh, it's actually different, because I have to conform my canopy to the actual McFarlane shape. So the base of it, right, it all has to match what McFarlane has done. So I can't come up with the so-called the real canopy because there's no point. It's not gonna fit. And even the guns are supposed to be much slimmer, right? Not so wide. So you will see that there's too much sights of the base plate that's sticking out. That's no choice, because that's the way they designed it, right? I can't make the gun any fatter. If it's going to be fat, then the barrel is going to be really short, right? So it's a bit of a, you got to give and take on this one.
Yeah, because I remember, I mean, when I was trying to put my McFarlane Batman inside the actual cabin, it's kind of like difficult with the ears, like to fit that 7-inch figure there. I mean, if you go scale wise, I think the figure that actually scale the best with that Batmobile will be the Mezco Batman 89 because of the size.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
So Pablo also asked if I'm the owner of Caliber Wings. That's correct. I am. And am I going to include the flame effect for the afterburner? No, not currently. Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, he asked about the burning effect. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I got a question. How's the Marshall doing, man? Like,
yeah, we are tooling. So as soon as I get the test shots, I'll show it off again.
Nice.
Awesome.
By the way, Nolan Collects. Are you the same Nolan that's always popping up in the chat?
Possibly. It could be.
Okay, but your full handle is Nolan Collects versus just Nolan.
Nolan Collects, yes.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan has his YouTube channel. He's a like really cool, like really well known in the Mythic Legions and Four Horsemen community.
Nice.
Yeah, he does like crazy stuff. He actually he's a good friend, really, really good artist also. So yeah, he's he's part of the family, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm in the company of great artists.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Exactly.
We got Carlos. He's a martial artist.
Yeah, martial artist over
Oh
there.
yeah, the man is don't mess with Carlos, man.
No,
No,
Yeah.
I'm a peaceful person.
he's
Whenever I watch Jack
take you
Reacher,
down.
I remember I just imagine Carlos replacing Tom Cruise. It's the same thing. Yeah, you get the same effect. You know, five guys. You know,
The action star.
I'm that good looking, man.
no, the skills are the same.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not about the looks, man. It's about the skills.
Hey, that's right. That's right. That's right. But yeah, man, like we're really excited about everything is coming from Ramen Toys. Like, to be honest with you, and that's like really excited. And what you as a company, like what you're doing in the toy community, making the difference, and actually like when you came to this like toy community, you came with, you know, like making real good noise. Let's say good noise, because everybody talks about you as a company, as a person, in a good way inside the community. I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the collectors. Like the I will say the 98, 99% of the people talk good things about Ramen Toys and what you're doing. And that's really, really important. And one good thing about you is just what you said. Like what you do is, if you love something, you put everything on it. And it's nothing more important than love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been doing this all my life, man. So
Yes, sir. I think that's
yeah,
the
Ramen Racer will be available before Chinese New Year. So I will
Nice.
actually get
Cool.
the test shot out to the US, I believe, by the middle of November. So everybody can maybe get a few reviews from Articulated Ninja, and maybe even yeah, I mean there's a queue. So if I can get more samples out, then yeah, I'll send it out. But at the moment, it's gonna be like a Ninja first, and then Laser Pants, and then it might be going off to even Charlemagne's Prime. Who knows? So we'll see.
Nice.
So yeah, and then yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Really, really good. Really, really good.
Awesome, man. Hey, thanks for joining us. You know,
Yeah, I didn't mean to crash the stream, man. So
No, it's all good, man. Jump in whatever you want.
all right,
This
guys.
is your
All right,
house.
buddy. Take care, Ace.
See you
Okay,
guys.
take care. Bye bye. Thanks, Nolan. Thanks,
Thank you so
Carlos.
much, man.
Bye bye.
Guys. See ya.
Take care.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, really cool, man.
That was
That's
cool.
so unexpected.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really jelly that you guys are going out there for Legion's Con. But again, it's cool because I have remote feet on the ground type. So you know, it's like as far as exclusives and stuff like that, I know you guys will look out for me. I'm not gonna go
Who say
crazy.
that?
Huh?
Who say that?
What? Well, I know Nolan's got me.
I got him. He's good. We're covered.
I
You
did
guys
the
exclusive.
Wall Tour 2-pack, and I'm still thinking about Borges Vermilius, but for sure the Wall Tour 2-pack.
I have one for you, $200.
What?
The old one.
The Walter.
Dude, I'll hit up Walter himself if anything.
Man, that's gonna be so cool. Because what happened is, like, remember last year, because like Nolan said something really, really like true about this. Do not get like too excited and overboard with the exclusive, because you're gonna have time during the day to get the exclusive. Like, I know people are gonna be there around 3 a.m. camping to get the exclusive. But I remember last year we have at the beginning was like, I think it was 1 or 2 per customer, and then at the end, like by the afternoon, they say, okay, we open the line for whatever you want to buy. You know, so I think this year, because they know it's gonna be double the size pretty much, and you're gonna have double the people because I think they already sold out, right? Like all the hotels.
Tickets? I think the hotel, yeah. Tickets, I think they were under 100 like last week or something.
Yeah.
So it's gonna sell out soon. Like it's
gonna be big, Nolan.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a
So,
show.
if you want those custom action figures, you better hit those lines.
They say like, you know, like a lot of people are learning from last year. So they say to like buy, if you see something that you like, get it. Because if you go the second round, it's gonna probably be gone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these are one of a kind, right? Like custom pieces, head pieces.
It's really difficult to get two of the same one. It's really, really difficult. You may have similar stuff, but not like equal. It's gonna be
because I mean, like different artists paint differently, right? Like you can tell difference between one artist and another. So if you really like someone's style, you better grab what you like from some of those guys, you know. So
yeah, for sure. I wanted to ask you, Nolan, because you mentioned you're a big World of Warcraft fan, and I noticed that you have some of those third-party orcs.
Yeah.
How are those? Like, how do they?
Dude, they're really good. Like I was surprised. Star Studio, I've never heard of Star Studio, but like, yeah, I mean the Mithril action figure. Everyone says
how's the articulation on those figures? No,
let me get it. I'll grab it right now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about one of those. Like, I really like the new one that's like a shaman.
Okay, which one is that one?
This one's Garrosh.
Oh,
this one's really sick. The articulation is really good, and it's like 6-inch. I mean, here, let me compare it next to.
That's 6-inch.
Yeah, look at this next to Cosmic.
Oh wow!
So he's a little beefy. He's like technically like 7-inch,
right?
But he has butterfly joints, and like the pauldrons are something that's a little different. Let me see if I can get this.
Okay, so how they work?
Yeah, they're plugged in.
They're plugged into the shoulder.
They're plugged in right here.
Okay, like
but actually you can move it around.
Like Marvel Legends.
Yep, kind of, and you can unplug it if you want to. So.
Okay, if you unplug that, how's the peg? It's just like a hole.
Yeah, it's just like a peg hole. It just plugs right in there. So let me see.
And it's with a ball joint.
Yep, ball joint right up here.
Okay, and my question: the joints. How stiff are the joints? Like, or how?
They're not bad. And this thing has a double hinge right over here. So. Wow. You don't get that kind of articulation in any like 6-inch figure, you know. Like,
knees are double jointed knees, right?
Yep, double jointed knees. So look at this bend.
Damn. Oh wow! And I can hear the ratcheting.
Yeah, it's good. This is a really good quality figure. Like I was really impressed.
That's like 100, no?
I think it was like $80.
Not bad.
5K toys.
Bad.
Yeah.
The one I was looking at that really caught my attention was the new one they showed recently. That's like a shaman orc.
Wow, the red one?
He has like a goatee. No, he's green, but he's like older. He's like an elder.
This one?
Which one is that one? Oh, that one looks directly from
the movie.
Yeah, this one's a Mithril action figure. So I did a review on this one a long time ago. But
so I got a question. That is the same brand, correct?
No, this is different. This is different than this one. Like, no, I like to test all these different works occasionally. So
which one would you say is a better brand?
It's not the same brand?
No, it's different. This one's more of like a rubbery plastic right here. Like, can't really show it. Let me see. Like, it's definitely different. Like, this is
like Storm Collectibles.
Storm Collectibles, yeah. Everyone says this is like Storm Collectibles.
Okay.
But this one's harder. So
okay. So which one do you prefer, quality wise?
This one. I like the harder toys. You know, a little personally, and I like this character in general. Like,
so that one is kind of like you're playing with a SH Figure Arts type.
Yeah, I would say like more SH, but this one, this one's like super good quality for this size. I'm thoroughly impressed with this.
Interesting. So who makes that? What's that company?
This one is Star Studio.
Star
I've never heard of them. I've never heard of Star Studio, but they were sold.
They have other figures coming out.
I think so. I'm not sure. I follow 5K Toys and I see whenever they release any kind of like World of Warcraft stuff, like those are the ones I'll order right away. Like I'll pre-order that same day I see them.
What about the red one? The red one is which of those brands?
This one?
There's a red one.
Oh, I think that one's the same as this brand. I think they're the same. This one's the Mithril Action.
That is like a hunter or something like that, right?
Yeah, those are sick.
Art Studio. I want to see. You know which ones are really badass, Nolan? We saw them at PowerCon in person. Is the those Minotaurs from
Ooh,
Zexray
the combatants.
combatants? Yeah,
Combatants, yeah.
those are sick.
But you know what? I didn't like the first wave of those figures.
The bare bodies.
The
Yeah,
human, you
the
mean?
actual gladiators, the first ones. I got the first wave of those figures. Not talking about the minotaurs, but the actual gladiators.
Right.
Oh, man.
And the quality, I don't know, dude. Like I have some issues at the beginning. I don't know how they are right now. They may be better now, I guess.
They probably improved because they keep making them, you know. So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
selling.
Oh, so that red one is Memory Toys, and they're releasing a lot of really good
Toys,
stuff.
okay. See, Memory Toys they're the ones, if I'm not mistaken, they're making that Krampus figure.
I think so.
Swap out the
They
parts
look
and
really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, and they're also making those 1930s gangster sharks.
I think
Okay.
so.
You have those, right?
The what? The
You
sharks?
have some of them, right? Or you have Furai toys.
I have Furai, which is part of and that kind of goes into the Mythic Legions world because Sebastian Dom is actually the designer and sculptor of those figures. So like,
Oh, is he really?
yeah. So
Oh, I
You
didn't
have
know
the
that.
werewolf, right?
I don't think he made this one, but he did the werewolf.
The
And I
werewolf.
think he
How is
did,
the articulation on that figure?
Yeah, how do you like that one?
it's really good, man. You know,
It's not
the only
loose.
thing I had a problem with is like his head. He has two heads. His head, for some reason, the ball joint peg, it tends to pop out pretty
Oh.
easy. Like I'll open his mouth. If I open it too much, boom, head comes out.
Oh, really? Oh.
But it doesn't fall off. It's just kind of like you got to be.
So he can't
Right.
eat.
He can eat. He can open his mouth. You just
So
got to.
that's like eating spaghettis. He can eat spaghettis, but not burgers.
He can. Let me see how. Yeah, you can open his
Did
mouth.
that one come with the clothes or no?
He comes with pants. He has pants,
And I think a hat, right?
Did it
he
come with
has
like a hat? Or
yeah, because this is basically like a third-party knockoff of what's that? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's leather
Leatherface?
Yeah.
leather neck.
Leather.
I think.
Leather.
Yeah, the gator.
Yeah, the gator. Because that gator is like from the bayou, and he wears a hat and stuff. So
But they're not the same thing as the
Leather.
lion that they just show up, right?
no, that lion that's like a
Like a god and the tiger.
god that's like purple.
The tiger is.
I don't know who's making that lion, but
Do you have that
Not
blade
Furai,
master?
it's not Furai toys?
the lion, no, I don't think so.
Sure.
No, Farai is doing because I recently opened the Wolf, and he comes with a big, thick graphic novel, and it has
Oh,
pictures
really?
in the back. They're doing a panda, like a samurai panda.
Nice.
They're doing a like an assassin type of like a cheetah. So it's like a female assassin cheetah. And there was another one I can't remember. Oh, they're doing that really cool old Master Wen kind of skinny rabbit. It's like a
I
pale
like
rabbit.
that one. I'm actually looking at that right now.
Yeah.
That Toy Store. This thing looks.
Oh, well, the lion is part of that line.
Yeah, the Blade Master. Yeah.
Yeah, the lion is part of that line. And actually, Nora Toys is doing another lion very similar to that one.
But you're talking about Foray Planet, right?
Ray Planet,
Yeah.
correct.
Foray Planet is doing a lion.
I think so.
They have a tiger.
No, they did a lion.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of like bluish with red hair.
Right, but I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's Foray Planet, because Foray Planet is like animals as civilians. They have clothing, they have weapons. That lion is more like like um Asian mythology. You
Well,
know,
I
it's
know, I know they make one of these brands made that lion, and then Nora Toys did the same character, but of course different, right?
Mhm.
And I think the one with Nora Toys comes with a throne and everything. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, I saw that, and it has like a woman like grabbing onto his
Yeah,
leg.
it's that's
Ooh,
insane, dude. That's
But it's
insane.
the
that's
figures
an
are sick.
action figure. It's like that's crazy.
That
Yeah.
guy is gonna be in the same line because they did like this. Also, another god that comes with some like wings.
Yeah,
It looks like a bird or something like
yeah,
that.
it's like a bird. Yeah,
And they're gonna be enemies with Wukong, Son Wukong that they
Ooh,
with the 3-pack.
okay.
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
there's a lot of awesome stuff.
Nolan,
Yeah,
you have that Wukong?
Oh, I got 3 of them, dude. I got 3.
No, but I'm saying the one from Nora Toys.
Oh, I don't. No, do you have it?
Man, I want that figure so bad.
Yeah, that figure looks real good.
it has
Yeah.
like clothing, like
It's like soft
fabric
goods.
clothing.
Yeah, it's a little different than the one from the Four Horsemen because the Four
Yeah.
Horsemen one it comes with already all the armor. Like that was at the end when Wukong have the god armor and all the gadgets like the phoenix feathers and the actual boots that he can fly, whatever. That was at the end when he was fighting all these gods. But at the beginning, he was pretty much like the one from Nora Toys. Like he looks like a homeless. So yeah, I want to get that one.
I'm looking at Nada Toys right now. I don't think I've like really looked at their figures, and they look really good, especially
Dude,
with those soft goods.
they look amazing, dude. You saw the samurai and they have a samurai and they have also this guy that is kind of like a monk, like a kung fu monk.
Yep.
Dude.
These are really good looking figures.
Listen, they are sick. They have a 3-pack. And they can transform like the deluxe 3-pack that they have. It's like $200, and they can transform like into gods and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I see it sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm a little sad, but these look really good.
No, but I think you can go to. I think you can go to. Man, you can go to. What's the name of this site? It's an overseas site, and you can get them there. I believe so. Just double check because I
I'm
think
gonna
you
look
can
around. I'm
find
gonna dig around. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because
And
these look
listen,
really good.
just double check on Parallel Universe. My friend Wade, he did a review on those figures.
Okay.
Check his review because his review is really, really good. And you will see like even that Wukong dude, he looks like his eyes look like real eyes. It's insane.
Wow. Yeah, these look really good. I'm like staring at this right now. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that samurai right now, and he comes with the mask and everything. Oof.
Oh my god, dude, it's insane, insane. and the actual like the kung fu guy.
Yeah, this Sun Wukong looks good too. I like all these.
Man, where's Jorge? He disappeared. So, but yeah, dude, like, so you're really excited about that. I mean, you're gonna be there early. You're gonna be on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be there Wednesday. I'm already gonna meet up some people for dinner on Wednesday night, so we got that all planned out. And then
Okay, so you're gonna be with some of the guys on Wednesday.
Yep.
Dinner.
Yep, we'll be there Wednesday. I think I arrive around 8 p.m. And then yeah, because we're staying at the hotel, and I think the hotel is a little further away from the Four Horsemen Studios. So I gotta check and see how far away that is.
Okay, so yeah, I'm arriving on Thursday afternoon. So I may have dinner with some of you guys there.
Oh yeah.
That Thursday. And then G-Con, at what time is G-Con?
I think it starts at 10. I think it starts then.
We need to be there at 10.
I think so. I'm gonna double check. I got the emails from Jeremy somewhere. But I'll message you.
Back.
What's up? There you go. Yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, I really wish I could go to this thing, man. I'm like really.
You're there in spirit, man. You're there in spirit.
Yeah,
You know,
looking
we got
forward
you.
to.
Yeah, don't worry.
Looking
I'm gonna
forward to
send you
seeing the
some
reveal.
pictures. I'm gonna send you some pictures, dude.
You give me a shirt, bro.
No,
I'm
sure.
gonna send you some pictures. Me hanging out with all the people.
We're gonna send you a selfie. Is what we're gonna do.
We can FaceTime. So
Yeah,
I
we'll
can
FaceTime you.
say hi to people and shit. But yeah, no. So are you flying in, Nolan, or are you driving?
Oh, we're flying in, but I know a lot of people that said they're gonna drive, but you know, from Chicago to New Jersey, that's 11 hours, and I don't feel like driving 11 hours. You know, so. But I know a couple of guys that are going. Actually, the guy that got me into intern, he's driving there. He decided to drive, so luckily I get to throw all my stuff in his car. So he's like, "Yeah, I'll take all your stuff back, so you don't have to ship them." So I was like, "Oh, sweet!" So makes it a lot easier. What up,
Antonio
Antonio?
Martinez showing some love.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay with Chris over there. I know Chris is gonna drive from Florida.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
How long is that? That's oh my god.
Dude, that's gonna be a long drive.
Well, it's yeah, because I mean, for the trip we were planning to go to Vermont, it's about 22 hours.
Yeah, I think that
Probably
drive
be like 18 hours, maybe.
I think like 18, 19 hours.
That's crazy.
That's so much driving.
But you know that here's the thing, and the reason I asked if you were driving is because depending on how much stuff you're planning on buying, man, it gets really expensive to ship all that shit back.
Oh, yeah, I like so last year I put everything in the box because you know how when you're in a 4 horseman line they give you a box, and then I was putting all my stuff in there. I fit everything perfectly, and then I realized that I couldn't take it on the airplane because there was a 50-pound limit, and this thing was like 65 pounds. So like I had to just open the figures. I was like, oh, I gotta open them and throw them in my suitcase. So like felt a little salty because of that, but you know, because we all have our process when we want to open our figures.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, that sucks. Like I had to do that, but you know, it's all good. I think this time around, like a lot more people are willing to help, like ship stuff out, or like I got people driving in, so like I got get that.
Like Chris already told me, like, listen, dude, I know. I mean, you're not gonna come like with a bunch of like stuff to space, like so I can help you out because I'm driving, so I can drive with your stuff back.
Nice.
So that's gonna help me out a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thankfully. I'm taking a suitcase, and what I'm gonna do is like my clothes is gonna be on my backpack.
Nice.
And then that suitcase is gonna be empty.
Empty. There you go.
Throw my stuff there. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. Exactly.
And it's gonna be a hard suitcase because that's
It's gotta be hard. Yeah, it's gotta be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I shipped because so like I was only able to keep 2 things sealed, and those were the Legion's Con exclusives. But like when I brought them back, they were a little bit banged up, but it's all good. It's still sealed. But yeah, I just remember thinking, I was like, oh my god, I was hurting because it would have if I shipped it. Like we stopped by FedEx because we were like gonna see like, okay, let me see how much it'd be to ship it, and they estimated like $500. I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know why. To ship it.
$500.
It's a lot. I just remember I'm thinking like, nope, I'm just gonna open these figures. You know, as much as I want to keep them sealed, it's like, you know.
It's true because when I went to PowerCon in Anaheim, I shipped a small little box, dude. It was like I want to say maybe like 12 by 14, more or less. And dude, they charged me like $160 something to ship from Anaheim to Homestead, Florida.
Oof.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, shipping has gotten really crazy. But hey, I don't know if you guys have any cool plans for Halloween or whatever. I know Halloween falls on a Tuesday, which sucks. But I'm going to a Halloween party on Saturday at my buddy Peter's house, and looking forward to that because, you know, as an adult, Halloween becomes all about children and stuff. And I've been really wanting to go to like an adult party where, you know, there's alcoholic beverages and there's no kids, and finally getting to do that this year. So really excited about that.
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm going to a concert on that day, dude.
On Halloween Day?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
think we're go-
That's gonna be
metal.
fun.
we're going to a concert because my wife is like really, really like super fan of this rock band from the 80s, 90s, from like Mexico called Maná.
Oh, you're
And
gonna see Maná
yeah,
on
and
Halloween night?
yeah, it's in Halloween night, I think, on the Hard Rock.
Oh, that's
So,
Wow.
so my daughter was planning already go with her friend to her friend's house to do like trick or treating. So what we're gonna do is like pretty much going to the concert, and then my sister-in-law is gonna pick her up. So
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's
I
cool,
think
man.
I think I'm gonna be at the concert. Yeah, it's gonna be great, dude.
I
Because I
haven't been to
love that band.
Hard Rock for a concert. I was planning on getting tickets for Tool in January. They're gonna be
Mhm.
playing at the Hard Rock, but the tickets were pretty high, and like I just saw them last February. So I'm kind of waiting for another band to come, like Clutch or Rage Against the Machine. That
Oh, you like Clutch?
dude, I love Clutch.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. You like Stoner?
dude, I I'm all into that music, bro.
I love Clutch, dude. That's one of my favorite bands. Like from
I
Stoner
got
music.
so pissed because the last time they came down to Florida, they played at the House of Blues in Orlando, but it was on a fucking Tuesday, dude.
Ah,
So it's
Oh,
like to
that's
drive
terrible.
to Orlando on a Tuesday, it's like, you have to miss a whole day of work, and I just couldn't do it. And I was gonna go by myself because my buddy that works with me, he, two of us can't be out. It's like, so it didn't work out. But I really want to go see Clutch. I saw them in the '90s when they were first starting. They played at the Button South in Fort Lauderdale. That was an awesome show. I mean, literally, they were like a stone's throw away from where I was
dude,
at.
I really love that band. That band is really, really good.
Yeah.
That's one of the few bands from Stoner music that I really like because I'm more into metal, but
Yeah.
but I love Clutch.
Clutch is
I really
awesome.
love Clutch.
But yeah, man, Nolan. So it's awesome having you again. Like, you're welcome to jump in anytime, brother. And
Absolutely.
definitely, I think we should do a Legions Con edition, Toy Addicts Anonymous.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Impromptu on the weekend, because obviously it's not going to be on a Thursday, but I think it'll be awesome to do like a live where you guys are over there, I'm over
Yeah.
here.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
We'll do
plan
it.
we can plan something. Yeah, we can do something for sure.
sounds
Oh,
good.
Yeah, we're down.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for everything, and it's been an awesome chat, and we'll do it again some other time.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
See you guys next Thursday. Have a
Whatever.
good
Yep.
week, and happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Later. Sweet.